So while up here in Chattanooga, I met Michael Brandt. You can find him on YouTube or Instagram under GarageBound LLC. There's his sign right there, GarageBound. And I'm over at his shop now, taking a little tour of his place. He's got a lot of cool machines in there, a lot of anything metalworking in here. So he said I could grab the camera and take a little video to share. So that's what we're doing. So there's Mike right there.
What's up? Welcome to Chattanooga, 3301 Curtis Street, where we do our deal.
There you go. All right, well, let's go in and check out your shop, man.
Yeah, we got some cool stuff to play with here.
Yeah. There's this boxer.
That's Tiggy Dog.
Tiggy.
Mickey's at home today.
You want to say hey? He's like, what's that?
Is it food?
I gave him some barbecue earlier. Yeah, let's come in there, man. I've already kind of taken the walk around, but he said, yeah, grab the camera. He's got a lot of cool stuff to see. He's got some, he got some Bailey equipment in here.
This is our large radius roller.
Yeah.
Its max capacity is 2-inch schedule 45, and thereof you can do square, flat bar, round, rectangular. That's pretty great.
Yeah. He's got a lot of really interesting things. Some of you guys might, recognize a welder like this. I've got a little newer version of his right here. I've got the ABP 330. And this dual saw I recognized as being a C916, which was the same saw that we had at my old shop that my dad had bought. It's the same model. We had sold ours. I got a different one now. He's got another piece of Bailey equipment there. The punch. And this will do shearing too, right?
Yeah, it'll shear up to, I believe, 12 inches of half.
You can shear plate and angle iron. Is it also for the round squares?
Round bar, square bar, angle. It'll be a 3-inch by 3-inch by 1/4-inch angle.
Yeah, okay.
And then the flat plate, it'll do 8 inches of 1/2 inch.
Okay, that's pretty good capacity, man.
Yeah, 44 ton.
Yeah, and he's got a really nice collection here of Cleveland punch and die punches for it.
Yeah, they've been real great to me. They gave me this set and wanted to work with me and help me out when I won this Bailey Industrial Iron Worker, and it's been a really great match working with the Cleveland Punch and Die Company.
Cool, man. You just want to play, don't you? All right, let's go check out some more machines. He said this was his first welder.
That was my grandfather's welder.
Your grandfather's welder, the old cracker box.
First one I welded with, I was like 9 years old.
Yeah.
And I remember being able to play with fire for the first time in my life, and I've been told the whole time I can't. And it was really great, and I sucked at it, and I'm much better now.
Yeah. He's doing some construction over here with his offices and showroom, and he's working on an apartment for up there too. How cool is that? I like this guy right here. This is really cool.
That's our Walter tree.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're using the Walter abrasives?
Yeah, Walter Surface Technologies is a great partnership that we have, and they share their products with us, and we use them, and it's really the best stuff that I've found to use.
Yeah.
They say only the best, and they're not joking. They're incredible consumables.
Cool.
They last a long time too.
I want you to check out the A-bomb size steady rest right here. I mean, look at this guy right here. So he got this, they scrapped the lathe. He doesn't recall what the lathe is. Maybe some of you guys watching can recognize it. I was wondering maybe if it was a Niles lathe. I don't know, but so you said you're going to use this to make a table for your office, right?
Yeah, so this is going to be my desk. This will be against the wall, and then we'll flip this around and we'll separate it, and we'll put some cool bars between there, and then bend some radius tubes or something to come up with. We might even have a wood desktop. I think that'd be kind of cool, real mechanical, with organic.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
This one weighs about almost 3,000 pounds, I think.
Yeah.
It was all my 3,000-pound lift truck wanted to lift.
It's nice, heavy casting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Super cool, super rare. I was glad to be able to save it from being scrapped.
Oh yeah. All right, so I want to show them this one right here. This is a Turret drill press. First time I've seen one. And what was the make on this one again? Bergmaster.
Bergmaster, yeah.
Yeah. So he's got a turret there, and you can you can have your drill, countersink, tap, whatever you need in there, you know, and it'd be like a production line. So this is kind of pre-CNC type stuff, you know?
Yeah. Step 1 CNC.
Yeah, that's really cool. Really neat little piece of machinery.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of the home shop guys, you know, would love a piece of machinery that size.
It's got a pump in the bottom, and then the drains down into this telescoping tube here. And every time you pull the handle down, when you put it back up, it says good chunk, and it flips and rotates in one direction.
Yep.
I've always wanted a turret lathe, just a small one to play with, you know, to mess around with. And then I saw this, I'm like, well, there's step 1 to a turret.
I'm sure you'll end up with a turret lathe one of these days, because you can get those things for pennies on the dollar now.
Maybe a 6-foot one would be fun.
Yeah, they're out there.
Yeah.
So I scoped this when we were walking through, and this is what was the number? Was it a Reed 608?
It is a Reed 208.
Reed 208, I'm sorry. So it's a big boy. You can kind of see it's got an 8-inch wide jaw, and it is a big vise. I want to say it's very comparable in size to my big Reed vise, but I think this one might be slightly bigger than that. But that was a really nice find on Mike's part to get that vise right there.
One of those things I'll probably never sell.
Yeah.
Belonged to my friend's grandfather, and he said if I wanted to get it, and I wanted to get it, and he's like, no, you can't have it. And then he called out of the blue and said, you can have it if you promise never to sell it.
Yeah.
So I built this table to put it on specifically for the vise.
Yep. So he's got a nice heavy welding table to go with it. So I love it, man. Don't ever get rid of it. So you got your press back there.
Yeah, so that press brake came, I got the deal of a century on that press brake. We traded a job that we had like 6 or 8 hours labor in and like $400 worth of parts.
Yeah.
And when I delivered the part, I told them I'd swap them even for that press brake, and they loaded it up and I took it back with me. So
that's cool. We'll come over here and take a little closer look at it. Yeah. It's the old mechanical style. You want to fire it up and show how it works?
If you're gonna do something over and over, it's got a little gauge right here that you can mark and make a cheater.
Oh, okay.
This capacity is 8 foot of 11 gauge, but I've been able to do one solid 4-foot piece of 1/4 inch aluminum in one lap.
Cool.
You can do it in several steps larger, you know.
Yeah.
So once it goes, it's gonna go. It's gotta go through its whole cycle.
Yeah. Yeah. Got them big flywheels up there. So these are really neat machines.
5 years to get this COE. It's a 1950 Chevy COE, and it's a short wrecker. You just don't see the wreckers that short. And you can tell at one time it was a mobile welding rig because it's got a bottle rack on the side, and on the other side it has a place where an old engine drive welder was mounted in the battery tray and stuff. So far I put a Dana 70 rear end in it and got 19.5s all the way around it, and I clipped the front end with a mid 80s Coachman RV front clip, and it's got a low mileage 454 and I have a 5-speed manual overdrive. And the winch worked. It had a Blue Flame 230 something 6-cylinder when I got it. Yeah. So I was able to sell it because that was pretty desirable, but we got it running enough and the winch goes up and down, so this new transmission I have will have PTO capabilities, and I'll be able to move my friend's junk when they're not paying attention, and it's going to be great fun. Or drag something out of the woods, you know?
That's going to be cool, man.
Yeah.
That is a neat truck.
Everybody says I should take the bed off and turning it into a car hauler, but I think that you'd be destroying a piece of history. You just don't see short wreckers like that very often.
I like the welding rig style, man. That's cool.
It's right up my, I'll probably pull my mobile welding unit around with it.
Yeah. Cool.
Fun fact, my welding started as a hobby with wanting to build bicycles. So I built 2 bicycles, and it just never stopped. And so I was able to turn my hobby, you know, in 2015 into a career that, you know, takes care of my family. And at any given time, we'll have anywhere between 1 and 4 employees. And that I try to get people that are just as passionate and want to become better at being a craftsman as I am, you know. So I'm an addict, so I always want more, you know, so that really propels me, you know, to be a better craftsman, you know, to get more equipment, you know. I just switch it up to positive and healthy things these days that help me and others, you know.
Yeah.
Work with people in the community, you know, that are really passionate about it too. So.
That's great, man.
And then,
Yeah, I see you got some more hanging over there. We'll show him the machines real quick. His he's got a couple vertical mills here. He's got a Wilton drill press, and he's got a lot of tooling. Man, there's his material. He's got a lot of welding rods. He's got lots of drills, reamers, taps. I mean, all of the tooling that you need whenever you need it.
Yeah.
You know.
This one's really cool. Until I found this machine, I never knew they came with like power feed down.
Mm-hmm.
And so this has a power feed that's really awesome, and you can set the feed depth here. When it reaches that, it'll kick it back into neutral and come up with it.
Yeah.
The other thing is that it's variable speed.
Yeah,
and,
that's cool.
I was so excited to get this. My buddy Squig got it for me through his work at an auction, and it came with a group of other tools. I got like 79 Morse taper drill bits, a Cincinnati dividing head, and these big shackles. And I sold the dividing head and paid. I got more money back than I paid for everything. It was really great.
That's cool, man.
I try to buy smart like that as often as I can.
Yeah, it sounds like you've got a lot of your equipment that way.
Yeah. The best deals come to me now. I don't have to go looking for them anymore because everybody knows I'm a tool addict.
This one I'm not sure of. I'm not familiar. It looks like YMZ first, but it's Taiwan, probably. Taiwan made. It's very similar to my Dual, so it's just a Bridgeport copy. Well, over here you got your lathe, the closing, and this is probably, I was going to say around 16, 17, but it's a 15-inch closing Colchester 15, and this was another good score on your part. He was telling me that somebody inherited a machine shop, and you offered to take this lathe and the tooling to help him sell the other machines.
So my friend has a big semi flatbed truck, right? He can move heavy shit, and I told him one day, let's go out to breakfast tomorrow. He's like, I called him. I said, how much money do you have? He's like, I'm so poor I can't afford lunch. I'm like, good, then let me buy you breakfast in the morning. So he didn't even know. He just met me like 6 o'clock in the morning. We had breakfast. He's like, what are we doing? I'm like, we're gonna go look at some tools. Why? I'm like, because we can buy them and resell them. And so there's this full machine shop, and the kid really didn't know what anything was worth, and so we negotiated the whole machine shop for like $3,600.
Wow.
And I told my friend, I was like, I'll sell everything, you'll double your money, you can keep the forklift. You know, we paid $400 for scrap steel, and it was all machining tool steel, and I sold it for $2,000 like a couple hours later.
Yeah.
And so my deal out of helping him was this lathe and all the tooling, and I helped move everything, and I helped market everything, and that was a fair deal to me because I probably couldn't afford this just to go out and buy it.
Yeah.
So it was a really good hand up. It comes
Cool.
real handy. I'm not a down to the precision thousandths machinist, but you know, I use my calipers as my micrometers as check gauges. You know, if it fits in the check gauge, you're good to go.
Yeah.
That's as close as I need to get. We'll make barrel hinges, and we use it a lot for boring parts.
Yeah.
You know, I made a couple dies for my radius roller. It took me twice to do it, but I figured it out the second time.
Well, whenever you have some time, watch some of the videos, and you'll pick up on a little bit of that stuff. That's what most of the guys say.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Thanks for doing what you do.
Yeah, no problem, man. Here's some more of his collections that he's got. He's got a lot of Quincy air compressors, and he actually repairs these and sells them. So these are all for sale, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you know, if you're in the market for air compressor, he's got plenty. You can contact him and maybe work out a deal. Another one of your welders there, Trailblazer.
Yeah, that's a Trailblazer. It's a pretty cool setup. I got it to where I have a Coolmate 4, I have the high frequency box, I have the wireless foot pedal that goes on here, and then I have a custom made 75-foot TIG lead, so I can go 75 foot from the trailer to do any TIG welding and AC TIG welding that I want to do. But it's so much easier just to bring a Dynasty and plug a Dynasty in, you know, and I know it's really great technology, and you know, with some fine-tune adjustments to really have a great looking mobile weld, you know, in the field. But
yeah, and speaking of that, you know, he's got a trailer out front right there. That's his mobile welding rig. So he's got that trailer slat full of equipment as well. He's got another big, you got a Trailblazer in there, or was it a Bobcat?
a Bobcat in there,
Okay.
Trailblazer here.
Yeah, so he's got all this stuff in his trailer so he can hook to it and go mobile.
Come help you out, get you out of a bind.
Yeah. So he's got a nice collection of welding hoods right there, a fine collection of hoods. And he's also got a nice collection of vices here. And I think Where'd the red one go?
I put it by the car so you can take it home with you.
Oh, you already took it outside. Okay.
I'm gonna gift it to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just don't sell it.
I'm not going to sell it because I'm buying it to use in the shop.
I have plenty, and I got a really great deal on it, and I think I'd like to have you have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Well, it was sitting up here by this reed, and I asked him about the Wilton, so he pulled it over here for me. It's got the swivel base, and I was going to make a deal on it, but that's even a better deal. So I appreciate it, man. Cool.
No problem, man.
Yeah.
Help those that help others, right?
Absolutely. Well, you got a nice A-frame gantry in here. Is that a gantry? Is that a fixed?
It's fixed. It stays in one position. I negotiated that to stay with the building when I purchased it, and then I ran across this 110 volt powered half-ton little chain hoist that works really great. So if it gets any heavier than that, we'll put the beam on the forklift and we can lift 5,000 pounds with that. Between the two, we can spin or turn anything we need to.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a good spot right over the fab tables.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Everything in my shop, none of my fab tables are bolted down because we don't ever do the same thing. Everything's different all the time. So we might need this over there or a table here or there. We just pick it up and the things around as we need it with our forklift.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Nice big fab tables too. Got a lot of room to lay stuff down. Cool. Well, he's got even more collection, stuff there. He's got more lay down area outside, materials.
Yeah. Each time I have a chance to buy some materials, whether they're rusty or not, I swoop them up. I mean, you could easily make 150 bucks with a repair with a piece of flat bar like this. You know? So, you know, even if it's half this size, it's still worthy for me to save.
It's nice to have a nice array of assortment of sizes, man. You never know what you need. He's got more hardware back here. He's got a chop saw back here. Got another chop saw right there. Looks like an English wheel, and man, just all kind of stuff. You got a little bit of everything up in here.
Well, I really, I would get a tool as a hobby, learn how to work it really well, and then make money with it. So naturally, the progression from where I'm at now is to start getting better metal shaping equipment so that I can, build that cool gas tank, or try to build a fender, or we have a job coming up with Rock City where we have to make fish and stuff like that, so the power hammer will be cool. I bought it a while back when I had money and I just haven't had time to use it, but now I'm going to get paid to learn how to use it by building these fish and stuff for this awesome gate or fencing project. Yeah.
Well, man, I'm really impressed. I love the size of the shop. I would absolutely love to have more space for myself in a shop like this, but you've got a lot of nice equipment, and you have a lot of capability, and you have a lot of skill to make a lot of cool stuff and make some money. So,
well, it's a lot of fun. People, I really think that the general public's missing the boat by preaching college. I can't tell you how many people I know that go to college, get a degree, and they can't even get a job in their desired field. When I can come to work every day and bring my dogs and have fun building things. It's like, I still play with Legos. They just changed to metals, And I had lots of Legos when I was a kid. And I take things apart, and now I can put things back together. It's pretty cool.
I understand completely. Well, man, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. But
well, thanks for your time and coming to visit, man. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for giving us the tour.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Including the viewers. There's Abby. She's looking for me. She's like, what's taking so long?
We have an open door policy here. Anybody traveling through Chattanooga, give me a day's heads up or a half hour's heads up. If you'd like to come say hi, please do.
Yep. Come check it out. Garage
Bound LLC. 3301 Curtis.
All right, man. We're going to sign off, man. Appreciate it.
Later.